Another day in the glade. The sun blazed high as Kyle unloaded a stack of wooden planks with the builders. Sweat trickled down his temples, dust clung to his arms, but his mind was far from the work. He couldn't stop thinking about the figure he'd glimpsed a few days ago. Her hair, her clear skin, the way she moved, light-footed like an angel passing by the kitchen. Taking a deep breath, he glanced at the builder beside him.
Bro, she works in the kitchen, right?
He asked Brandon, who was busy adjusting a board. Brandon gave a short nod.
Yup, cooks.
How long she been here?
Forever?
The answer was curt, nothing more. Kyle waited, hoping Brandon might add something else, but the builder just called over to Wes for a rope, his focus already elsewhere. Kyle's question drifted off, carried away by the sound of hammers and wind. Evening, near the goat pen. Under the orange sky, Kyle worked with Gally, helping measure materials for the fence repairs. Gally, as usual, wasn't much of a talker, but Kyle tried anyway.
So, she's the only girl here.
Gally paused, raising an eyebrow mid-measure.
You've seen her yourself, haven't you?
He said flatly. Kyle grinned, eyes bright as if he'd stumbled upon a secret.
Oh man, she's gorgeous.
Gally dropped the plank, tapping his hammer against his boot before walking off.
Yeah, good luck with that.
He muttered without looking back, leaving Kyle staring, confused. A few days later, late afternoon near the kitchen. The sky was glowing amber as Kyle and Zart pushed baskets of vegetables from the garden to the kitchen. In the distance, the girl stood with the cooks, hair flowing, hands deft as she sorted the fresh harvest. She didn't look his way, but her presence alone was enough to steal his breath.
Zart? That's her, right?
Zart nodded.
She looks different, calm, but kinda scary too.
Zart smirked slightly.
Careful what you say. She hears better than Jeff.
Kyle's eyes widened.
Seriously.
Dead serious.
Zart chuckled. Kyle looked again, but she was already gone, slipping back inside the kitchen, like a breeze that brushed past only once before disappearing. He still didn't understand why everyone avoided talking about her, but one thing was clear. His curiosity was only growing stronger. What Kyle didn't know was that the others were quietly enjoying the show. Because in the glade, this was tradition. Every new guy got curious about her. The area around the box buzzed with activity. Gladers moved swiftly, unpacking crates, sorting supplies, carrying food and clothes to storage. Warm air and chatter filled the space, blending into the rhythm of another busy day. Kyle, helping carry a wooden crate, sat down for a moment to catch his breath. Wiping sweat from his forehead, his gaze wandered and landed on her again, walking quickly by the kitchen, calling Dave to help stack sacks of flour. Kyle exhaled, leaning lazily against the crate.
Why is it that every time I ask about her, you guys just shut down? Nobody ever answers.
Silence. The world seemed to freeze. A few gladers stopped mid-motion. Someone crouching over a box went still. Conversations died instantly. Even Minnow, normally quick with a quip, peeked over a crate and muttered under his breath,
Oh no.
And of course, standing right there were the two most important people in the glade, Albie and Newt. Albie turned slowly, calm-faced but sharp-eyed. Next to him, Newt's hand paused on the logistics list. Kyle felt the weight of 100 stares.
What?
He murmured, glancing around. Wes leaned toward Brandon.
Yup, there it is. Finally happened.
Jeff shook his head.
Oh, Kyle.
Minnow half laughed.
Greeny's doomed.
Clint grinned.
Dude, you just opened Pandora's box.
I just asked a question.
Kyle muttered, still confused. Before he could say more, Newt was already standing just a few steps away. Not angry, but that calm, unreadable look was enough to make the entire camp go silent. Kyle swallowed.
I mean...
Zart whispered to Wes.
How long till he figures it out?
Wes shrugged.
Give it a day or two, he'll see.
Kyle stayed clueless. The others? They were loving every second of it, because in the glade, that question always came up, and the reaction never disappointed. The bonfire blazed at the center of the clearing, laughter circling around it. Gladers sat on wooden benches, passing roasted skewers, while Frypan's homemade music box hummed a cheerful beat. Kyle sat on the edge, chewing quietly as he watched. From the direction of the homestead, two figures approached, one slim, hair flowing loose under an oversized shirt, the other tall, blonde, walking beside her with an easy stride. Newt. And the Glader girl. They walked hand in hand as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Kyle froze mid-bite. Around him, others noticed too, but no one said a word. When she sat down, a soft breeze lifted strands of her hair across her face. Kyle, still watching, saw Newt gently tuck the strands behind her ear. and picked something from her cheek. An eyelash. Newt held it between his fingers, whispering.
Make a wish.
She blinked slowly, smiled, and blew it away. That's when it hit Kyle.
Oh. Oh.
He straightened, chewing in silence.
So it's not that we can't talk about her. It's that everyone already knows who she belongs to. And apparently, it's Newt? The freaking second in command?
Kyle leaned back against the tree behind him with a sigh.
So basically, the only guy allowed near her is the leader?
Rob, sitting beside him with a skewer in hand, replied without looking up.
Vice leader. But yeah, same thing.
Then he smirked.
Welcome to the Glade.